Yes, sir. We are back at it again. What's up? What's happening? What's going on? Welcome back to the Animation Station. This is for anything and everything animation, including TVs and movies as well. I am your host, Jackson Small, here with my little Dobby plushy buddy, here to talk about the next episode of My Hero Academia Season 1. This one is Season 1, Episode 2, titled What It Takes to Be a Hero. Pretty much the epilogue episode to the pilot episode. This one's not quite as dense of a plot, so it's not going to be as long of a video, but there's still a decent bit to talk about here, so let's not waste any time and just dive straight into it, shall we? I'm gonna put Dobby down. I don't want him falling off my shoulder in the middle of a review. That would be a little embarrassing. So, yep, here is the plot for this one. Near Tatooine Station, Bakugo's friends comment that he may have gone too far bullying Izuku this time in reference to Bakugo telling Izuku to take a leap off the school roof, to which he replies it's Deku's fault and he needs to learn how the world works. While they're talking, Bakugo is attacked by that same sludge villain that had attacked Izuku, because he ended up somehow getting freed while Midoriya was hanging onto his leg. Meanwhile, All Might and Izuku are talking on top of a building. Izuku asks the number one hero if someone who doesn't have a quirk can also be a hero like him. As Izuku explains his ambitions, All Might reaches his limit and transforms into a lanky human. Izuku is shocked to see his true form, and All Might explains his transformation by showing the boy a wound he'd gotten 5 years prior, and gives the boy a lecture on the responsibilities of a pro hero. A pro must always be ready to risk their life, and so he cannot tell Izuku he can do it even while being quirkless. Yeah, imagine how much that's gotta hurt. As he takes the stairs down to the rooftop, he notices that the villain he had captured is missing, and there are explosions in another area of the city. At the scene of the explosions is Death Arms and other heroes that are trying to fight the sludge villain, attempting to take Bakugo's body, but to no avail. All Might watches, scolding himself for wasting time and now being unable to fight. Izuku thinks about All Might's words while walking down the street and approaches the crowd watching the explosions. He notices it's the villain All Might saved him from before, and realizes it must be his fault. The hero is now unable to save the new victim, mentally apologizing. However, after realizing the villain has Bakugo hostage, an erratic Izuku rushes to his rescue. Like, he just does it on instinct. Even he's like, what am I doing? What am I doing? While All Might is stunned at this as the other heroes attempt to stop him. Izuku remembers his notes and strikes the sludge villain with his bag, giving him an opening to get close to Bakugo. As Izuku desperately tries to help Bakugo, he asks why he's there, and Izuku answers that it's because Bakugo's eyes were pleading for help, and he couldn't bear to watch him die. The sludge villain recovers and attempts to attack Izuku, but All Might protects him. All Might admits he scolded the boy for something he hadn't done himself, risk his life in order to save other people, as a pro hero. Inspired by Izuku's bravery, All Might uses his great strength to bring back his transformation once more, and destroy the sludge villain with a Detroit smash while freeing Bakugo at the same time. Afterwards, the heroes hilariously scold Izuku for risking his life and praise Bakugo for fighting back. Yeah, this is that kind of story. Later that day, Bakugo confronts Izuku and tells him that he never asked to be saved and that Izuku shouldn't look down on him. Then All Might meets up with Izuku again and says that the boy was the one who made the difference in the previous situation despite being quirkless, and that he did the same thing other top heroes had done before, move before he could even think in order to save another person. And then at last, All Might tells a crying Izuku that he too can become a hero. Love the final scene with the build-up with the orchestral swell and the amazing voice acting from the two guys voicing these characters, especially Christopher Sabat as All Might. Yes, the same guy that voices Vegeta in Dragon Ball. And just like he does there, he does an amazing job here, but here in a different sort of personality. So, yeah, pretty cool episode. This one's definitely more action-heavy than the last one, but it is still a pretty damn good episode. And honestly, when you combine it with the pilot, it actually becomes a lot better, because now it's like the completion of that first part of the story. Obviously not the first completion of the first arc, obviously not, but it's still a really good episode that follows up really well from the last one. Is it great, though? I'm inclined to say yes, and it's all because of that final scene. That final scene is one of the most iconic moments in the entire series. Just hearing All Might's voice saying, "Young man, you too can become a hero." And the way he says it in his normal form instead of his superhero form hits a lot harder. It's such a good scene. I love that scene so much. So, yeah, you know what? Just for that, I'm going to bump it up a little bit. Final verdict for this episode is an 8 out of 10. Check it out if you haven't already. It is a great epilogue to the pilot, and it keeps setting up more interesting things to come in the future. So, yeah. That's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more videos like this almost every single day, because we still have a long way to go in My Hero Academia, because there are 24, 25 episodes in this season. So, yeah, there's a lot to get through. So, I'll see you next time when we take a look at episode 3, Roaring Muscles.
We cannot take it anymore. The time has come to go.